Alright, so moving on to other parts that needs to be painted on the Xekueins ends. I decided to work on the lighter tone colors. And I began putting some masking tapes on some of these so I can prepare them. But I didn't record this, so I said, you know what, this needs to be pre-shaded. So as you can see, here are the pre-shadings of some of the parts. This one, for example, is the top part of the foot. Now, I pre-shaded all the parts. The only difference is that some of them will be painted a different color, so that way, hopefully, the pre-shading will show. What I'm going to begin painting the lighter parts, of course, as I mentioned before, is the light gold gray number 11. So, I had to pull the light away so you guys can see this. I have to put the light on so I can see a little bit more. This foot is going to be nicely covered, so I don't know how well the pre-shading will show. You can barely see it, but it's there, alright. Let's try something a little bit more obvious. So I'm going to pull the light away, see if you guys can see this properly. This one came out pretty good with the sanding, and I don't know if you guys can see this properly. Yeah, it's starting to look good. Let's give it another pass. Alright, here's something a little bit bigger. Don't want to oversaturate it. Just cover it enough where I can give it a second pass later on. The light is a little bit too strong, but hopefully you guys can see that. Alright, so I might as well do this. This is a piss poor job of me putting on these masking tapes. Considering the fact that I'm going to have to be removing that and then covering the remaining parts, so that way when I spray paint the other color, it'll show. I just didn't really feel like doing that, or just painting the whole thing the way it is and then repainting just a specific area. I think that's alright. Might as well get this one through. this was a pain in the ass to work with, because I had to assemble it and then glue it, sand it down, and now I had to put on a lot of masking tape so I can do this. It is a pain in the ass to do this. Yeah, I think I got it right. That's good enough. Alright. I got a few more parts to go, and then we'll move on to the blues. So the next paint that I'm going to be painting will be the Bluish Colors, using intermediate blue. I've squeeze every drop out of this bottle, and I'm hoping to have enough to paint these. See how this works. Even though the pre-shading worked wonders on the lighter grayish tone colors that I did before, using intermediate blue on this didn't come out right. Considering the fact that I did not use black, I used a darker gray color, still didn't produce the effect that I wanted. Nevertheless, we'll just move on, continue on with this. I'm not going to repaint this whole thing again. I need to get this done, and it's pretty much say move on to a bigger project. Get the inside because I don't want this. Get everything. There we go. Let's try something bigger. It's a shame. Pre-shading came out pretty well on this. However, I have a distinct feeling not going to look well. I see a little bit of pre-shading coming out. However, If I'm not seeing the results like this on the remaining parts, I may just have to even out everything. Okay, let's try the torso. I think it looks okay. Yeah. You know what? I might as well do this just to get it out of the way. The head. Remember what I did in the back? Let's see how this looks. I have to admit, intermediate blue is pretty sweet. I'm not digging that. There's that little spacing from the top of his head in the back. I thought it may be something I did wrong, but it's actually how it is. So I guess this is one of the faults of the kit. No matter. We'll just proceed and get this done, and then we're going to hopefully, once everything is dried up, I move on to final assembly of the Xekueins.